I can't wait to show you my toys.
Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're looking at the McFarlane Toys Fortnite Frostwing Glider and Launchpad combo set. Now this here is an Ice Dragon, Frost Dragon. I think he looks really cool. This glider set is actually one that I have in the game. It's my favorite one. It's the one that I use the majority of the time. One drawback is this thing is super loud as it's breathing sort of ice flames as it's coming down. If you use that glider in the middle of the game, somebody's definitely going to hear you and know where you're at. This thing cost me about 2 seasons worth of V-Bucks to use. To buy this guy, 2 seasons worth of V-Bucks I earned from doing challenges, but you know what? I'm very happy to have this guy. I think it was worth it. He was in the item shop and I had to get him. Luckily I had saved up enough V-Bucks, so it didn't cost me any actual money. This guy here, as you can see on the inside, wide open mouth, looks like his wingspan is going to be huge. He's got sort of a metal little saddle type thing on his back. Epic Games here, Fortnite, Frostwing, ages 12 plus, little barcode thing. Now, this guy retailed for $24.99, which honestly seems to be a great value. This guy is absolutely huge. The last glider set they made, I don't know, about 6 months ago, they were kind of unimpressive. They retailed at $19.99, and I felt like I didn't get much for my money there. This guy looks like he's going to rectify that problem. So the top of the package here, Epic Games Fortnite Frostwing. You can see him with his wingspan out there. McFarlane Toys with the Spawn logo. And you can see him kind of through the top. On the side of the package, you can definitely see his mouth, a little window in there. Frostwing, McFarlane, Fortnite. The other side's not open. Fortnite Frostwing. On the back side, you can see, it shows you some of the articulation. Looks like his mouth's going to open. His wings are going to be able to expand. Guy's going to be able to handle him. You can see we've got Ragnarok here, one of the ice characters, advertising some of the other vehicles, and a bunch of the other figures, as well as show you the older glider. Then at the bottom here, I got mine at GameStop, so it looks like they put their own barcode on top of there. But I'd say the price is right, and the thing looks awesome. As I understand it, they're going to be doing the sort of fire version of the dragon as well in the future. I haven't seen any actual pictures of that, just heard rumors. So I'm looking forward to that and seeing what other gliders they're going to make. Honestly, after I didn't really like the previous gliders they made, I didn't think they'd continue making them. But this is the best one in the game, in my opinion. Very happy to have him. So with no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that we got this guy out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He does have the launchpad base, the actual glider, and then a transparent stand to keep him elevated above the launchpad. But before we take a look at all that, let's just take a look at this guy. So as you can see, here's his face. He's got some pretty kind of creepy looking eyes in there. I like the yellow and the kind of green, the eyelids. His mouth there, it's articulated, looking really cool. Not really a saddlebag here, but it's just a big harness for your figures to hold on to at the bottom. This is the only thing that kind of looks unnatural on him. It does rotate, it's where the stand sort of plugs into. Huge wing spread. This guy is amazing looking. His wings, they got a kind of a ball joint in there. They can go in and out, rotate around. These things can expand in and out. His legs, tail, I mean, just it looks amazing. I love it. Bringing this glider to life from the game. Thank you, Fortnite, for actually making a good glider this time. Next, we've got the launchpad piece. This is a device in the game. You can plant down. Your guy can hop on here and bounce up into the sky and deploy his glider again. Pretty hollow on the inside, but pretty nice detailed on the top. And then we also have the transparent stand. I thought maybe this would be designed a little bit differently from the older ones because this guy's heavier, but it is definitely exactly the same. I took one of the previous releases here, and yes, they line up identically. And then here he is in mid-flight, attached to the launchpad piece at the bottom. This guy looks pretty cool. Definitely enjoying this glider a lot. Next, let's check out the height of this guy. So this guy here, from the bottom of the launch pad to the top, sitting at about 14 inches. As far as how wide he is, his wingspan at its widest is sitting at about 20 inches. And as far as how deep he is from front to back, looks like about 14 inches as well, maybe 13 and a half. Next, let's check out this guy's articulation. So the launch pad here has absolutely no articulation. It's just a solid piece of plastic. Yes, obviously you can remove the stand part here. The stand also has absolutely no articulation. Well, that's not entirely true. It does have the ability to rotate. Put this guy's legs back, it can't rotate around. So if you got him on the glider, it's not too bad. Has at least one little feature. Remove that thing, then you've got the actual figure. Like we showed a little bit before, his jaw is articulated. Notice that it moves the harness pieces there. It doesn't obstruct anything. It works out very well. His head cannot do anything else. It can't turn around or anything. Shoulders have a ball joint inside of here. You can see they can rotate around. You could have him like so, flying like that. And then they can also go in and out quite a bit. Up and down when he's gliding. Then his wing also can retract here. You can go in about this far, then out about that far. It looks just gorgeous if you ask me. Then he has this harness here, really can't move at all. A little bit soft, that's what your figures are going to hold, obviously. His legs go forward and back about that far. They move at the same time, but you can move them independently as well. There's a ball joint there, so they can come out and in as well. Pretty nice range of motion there. And then his tail here is a bendy wire, so you can kind of get it to take different poses and shapes as you want. And then just to clarify some of the articulation with the stand here, as you can see how it connects on the inside there. So the dragon, it can go from side to side like so. So you can have it posed up in some different positions there. In addition to that, it also has the ability to kind of rotate like so. So, nice little display options there. Now here he is next to a couple of McFarlane Fortnite figures. These are 7 inches tall, pretty large figures in themselves. For this shot I chose 2 ice related figures. We've got the Ice King and Ragnarok. And then if you can see the glider here, go ahead and take them off. Just wanted to show you the different size difference. It's a lot bigger than a figure. So in my opinion, great bang for your buck here. This guy plus the launch pad costs the same as one of these guys. And then here's one of the McFarlane figures, the Ice King, holding on and using this glider. Must say it looks great. His hands fit on there just fine with complete ease. The glider looks great. The figure on the glider looks great. What a nice vehicle, McFarlane. Thank you so much for making this. Really, really nice. And then as you can see, here's Ragnarok. He's able to hold onto the handles just fine. Just wanted to kind of point out any of the McFarlane figures should work just fine with this guy. And then check it out. Here's the hybrid. This is actually a dragon ninja character. Look at this, a dragon riding on the dragon glider. And then here he is with a Jazwares figure holding on. The Jazwares figures are about an inch shorter than the McFarlane ones, 6 inches versus 7 inches. But I must say, this guy can hold on just fine. It looks like any of the Jazwares figures or McFarlane figures will work just fine with this glider, which is a huge plus. And I guess one could argue that this prisoner figure here is also sort of ice related. He was a prisoner of the Ice King, and this particular version has sort of ice crystals around him, where later he has flames when he escapes. And while we're on the subject of ice-themed action figures, here it is next to Icicle from Batman Superman Public Enemies. Here it is next to a bunch of different Captain Cold action figures. And then here it is next to a whole bunch of different Mr. Freeze action figures. And then he is sort of standing up on his own. He's kind of leaning back into his tail. Works out okay. And then here it is, compared with the other two gliders that they've made so far. One is the Mako glider, and one is a default glider. And here it is next to the other Fortnite vehicles they've released. On the left, we've got the Quad Crasher. On the right, the shopping cart. Sure hope we get more gliders and vehicles down the road. And here he is to several of the most recently released McFarlane Fortnite figures. And so I must say, I'm liking this thing a lot. Every bit as much as I expected to. And I sure hyped this thing up. When I heard they were making this a while ago, we hadn't seen pictures till very recently. I thought this thing would be great. I saw the pictures. It's even better than I imagined. Get it in person. It's every bit as good as I hoped. This is hit home for me because I actually use this glider, and it is pretty much my main glider that I use. So for me, I enjoy that even more because of this. If I were to rate this thing, I'd give it a good 8 out of 10. This thing's a lot of fun. You know what? I'm going to get 8.5 out of 10. This thing is good. Great detail. Great articulation. A whole lot more bang for your buck than the other gliders. I actually feel very happy I bought this. The other ones, I kind of had buyer's remorse. But this one here, you're getting a huge dragon, huge figure. Great to complement your Fortnite figures. Great to complement probably lots of other action figure lines and scenarios. So if you think you might like this guy, I guarantee you will. This thing is great. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.